Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start. Remember, we have been learning Chapter 5, Minerals and Energy Resources. Last time we started discussion on conventional sources of energy, and today we shall continue the same. Now let me present my screen. So petroleum. So this is a picture of this crude oil, that is petroleum. So today we shall start discussion on petroleum and its distribution. See here, petroleum. It is on page number 58 of your NCERT textbook. Now let us read. Petroleum or mineral oil is the next major energy source in India after coal. Coal is the most important source of energy in India in the industries. After coal, we have petroleum as the next major source of energy. And petroleum provides fuel for heating and lighting, then lubricants for machinery, and raw materials for a number of manufacturing industries. Petroleum refineries act as a nodal industry for synthetic textiles, fertilizers, numerous chemical industries. That means nodal industry here means the industry which provide raw materials to other industries. See, in the refining of petroleum, we get many byproducts. Okay, we get many petrochemicals, and from those petrochemicals, say different other products are also manufactured. And these petrochemicals are used by other industries as their raw materials. Okay, say for example, synthetic textile industry uses a type of petrochemical known as synthetic fiber as the raw material, and likewise these petrochemicals from the petroleum refining plants use for manufacturing fertilizers. So in this way, the polymers is another type of petrochemical, and it is used in making plastics. Then we have elastomers, which is used in making rubbers, synthetic rubbers. And likewise another type of petrochemical, that is surfactants, which is used in making soaps, detergents, and the other cleansing materials. And not only these, from the byproducts of this petroleum, we get so many other useful things. Cosmetic items are also manufactured from the petrochemicals, like vaselines. So because of all these varied uses of petroleum, petroleum is known as a liquid coal. So these are about uses of petroleum. Now let us see the occurrence. Most of the petroleum occurrences in India are associated with anticlines and fault traps in rock formations of tertiary age. Okay, and in regions of folding, anticlines or domes, it occurs where oil is trapped in the crest of the upfold. And now let us see what is anticline, what is syncline. So I think all of you have learned about folding of mountains in class 9. So let us say this is a folded mountain, and here these are the different layers which are folded. Okay, and here this is known as anticline. Okay, this is known as anticline, and this is known as syncline. And as mentioned in the book, petroleum is occurred here, okay, in the upfolds of the anticline or crest. Here this is known as anticline or crest. Okay, and this is known as syncline or trough, and petroleum is trapped here in the upfold of the these anticlines, as mentioned here. See, in regions of folding, anticlines or domes, it occurs where oil is trapped in the crest of the upfold, and the oil bearing layer is a porous limestone or sandstone through which oil may flow. The oil is prevented from rising or sinking by intervening non-porous layers. That means in between say two non-porous layers, there is a layer containing oil. So one more diagram. See here. Here, say this portion has been eroded, but see, this section is known as anticline of the folding, okay, process. And see here, petroleum is trapped here in the upfold of the anticline. And another is also occurred in this way. So here in the fold traps also petroleum is occurred. Here this section has been subsided. See the arrow. This layer comes here and this layer comes here. So that means faulting has been taken place here, and because of this faulting process, oil is trapped here. Gas, oil, petroleum is trapped here. So in this way, petroleum is occurred either at the upfold of the anticlines, or petroleum is trapped. Petroleum or natural gas is trapped in the fault. Okay. And see another also maybe there. See here, this is another diagram explaining the same. And see here, gas, since it is lighter than the oil, it is found here. Then comes oil, petroleum. It is in the upfold of the anticline. And again, in the case of faulting, again gas and oil is trapped here. This section has been subsided. Okay. See, this one I have already explained you. Petroleum is also found in the fault traps between porous and non-porous rocks. Then gas, being lighter, usually occurs above the oil, just as I told you earlier. Okay, gas being lighter, it is above the oil, and this is where this oil and gas is trapped along a fault line. Okay, faulting. I think all of you have idea about faulting. See, these are the different layers. Okay, these are the different layers, and this is another layer. and here due to tensional force it may be subsided like this. Okay, it is subsided like this, in this way. This section has been subsided, then means the first layer comes here. This is known as faulting. Okay, any question from your side? Any question? Are you clear? Okay, if you don't have this doubt, then let me proceed. Let us now examine the distribution of petroleum. Mumbai High, Gujarat and Assam are major petroleum production areas in India. Okay, Mumbai High, Gujarat, Assam are major petroleum production areas in India. And Ankleshwar is the most important oil field of Gujarat. Ankleshwar, okay, is the most important oil field of Gujarat. Then Assam is the oldest oil producing state in India. And in Assam, Digboi, Naharkatia and Moran Hugrizan are the important oil fields. So this is about distribution of this petroleum in India. Okay, so one map is here on page number 57. See here, this map shows the distribution of oil fields in India. See, Mumbai High is here. Okay, here lies the Mumbai High. It is off the coast of Mumbai. Then other oil fields, okay, other states also here. See here, this is Gujarat, and here you are seeing these red squares, okay, red rectangles showing the oil fields, representing the oil field here, Kalol, okay, and others. Ankleshwar is also here, Ankleshwar. And here in Assam also we have this Moran, Digboi, Naharkatia, okay, and this and others. So you have to examine this map very carefully when you are free, because locations of these important oil fields and coal mines, okay, may be asked in the CBSE exam. Now, any question regarding petroleum? Boys and girls, are you connected? Do you hear me? Any question regarding petroleum?
No, sir.
Okay, then let us proceed. Then next we have this natural gas. Okay, so natural gas, this is also hydrocarbon, okay, a type of hydrocarbon in gaseous form, and petroleum is also hydrocarbon. And here natural gas is an important clean energy resource found in association with or without petroleum. So natural gas may be occurred with petroleum or without petroleum. Okay, and the formation of natural gas is the same with those of petroleum. The process, the materials derived are the same. And these uses of natural gas also almost the same with petroleum. It is used as a source of energy as well as an industrial raw material in the petrochemical industry. Just like petroleum, natural gas also produces so many petrochemicals as a byproduct, and from those petrochemicals different varieties of items are manufactured, including those fertilizers, then plastics, rubbers, cosmetic items, vaselines, okay, cleansing materials. All these are also obtained from natural gas. And natural gas is considered an environment friendly fuel because of low carbon dioxide emissions, and therefore the fuel for the present century. as compared to petroleum, natural gas emits less carbon dioxide, and hence natural gas is known as the fuel for future, that is eco-friendly, since it releases less carbon dioxide when it is burned. And now let us read the distribution of natural gas. Large reserves of natural gas have been discovered in Krishna Godavari basin. These are river basins, in South India. Then along the west coast, the reserves of Mumbai High. All of you have seen the location of Mumbai High. Then allied fields supplemented by the finds in the Gulf Cambay. Gulf Cambay, this is in Gujarat. This is in Gujarat. For diagram also here. So this is Gulf Cambay. Here in this area also, this natural gas is found. Then it is also found in Andaman Nicobar Islands. So these are the important areas. That is Krishna Godavari basin, Mumbai High, Gulf Cambay, Andaman Nicobar Islands. So these are the important regions where natural gas is found. And the 1,700 kilometer long Hazira Bijaypur Jagdishpur cross the country gas pipeline links Mumbai High and a basin with fertilizer, power and industrial complexes in western and northern India. That means Hazira Bijaypur Jagdishpur, this is a pipeline carrying natural gases, and the same is also here in this map. It is also depicted here. See, so this is the pipeline. This is the pipeline here. Hazira is here, then Bijaypur in this Madhya Pradesh, and Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. So this is the pipeline. This is the famous 1,700 kilometer long pipeline carrying natural gases, and so it provides raw materials to different industries. And next we have this another source of this source of energy. Conventional source of energy, that is electricity. All of us are familiar with this source of energy, electricity. Without it we cannot say live comfortably. And see about the electricity. Let us read. Electricity has such a wide range of applications in today's world that its per capita consumption is considered as an index of development. Per capita consumption of electricity is considered as an index of development. The higher the consumption, then the higher is the economic development it implies. That means so we can imply like this: if the consumption of the per capita consumption of the electricity is increased, that means we are using more and more technology, we are using more and more electronic devices. That means the standard of living is high. The standard of living is higher than before. And electricity is generated mainly in two ways. The first one is by running water, which drives hydro turbines to generate hydroelectricity. That is, the first one is by running water at the dams, or at the waterfalls. That is known as hydroelectricity. And the second one by burning by burning these other fuels such as coal, petroleum, natural gas to drive the turbines. In case of hydroelectricity, the turbine is driven by running water, and in the second case the turbine is driven by burning coal, petroleum, natural gas. Okay, and this is known as thermal power plant. However, the process of generation of electricity is exactly the same. See here. Hydroelectricity is generated by this fast flowing water, which is a renewable water resources. We know that water is a renewable resource, and hydropower is generated by this fast flowing water at a dam or at a waterfalls. Okay, so India has a number of multi-purpose projects like the Bhakra Nangal, then Damodar Valley Corporation, the Kopili Hydel project, etc., producing hydroelectric power. Now let us see one diagram. Okay, so this animated GIF shows how hydroelectricity is generated. See here at the dam side, so this side is dam, and so water is taken here, and it is released with a great force, and here turbine is rotated, and using generator electricity is produced. Okay, and see here power is transmitted, and water is again used in other ways. So in this way hydroelectricity is generated. Any question regarding this hydroelectricity, boys and girls? Any question regarding hydroelectricity? Okay, if you don't have, then let us proceed. Next we have thermal electricity is generated by using coal. Okay, then this petroleum, natural gas. Actually thermal electricity is generated by burning coal, petroleum, natural gas. The thermal power stations use non-renewable this fossil fuel. Non-renewable means cannot be renewed, cannot be back. Okay, now let us see this working principle. See here, this is the basic working principle of thermal power plant. Here this liquid water is boiled here using this coal, petroleum or gas. Water is boiled, then steam is released with great pressure, then turbine is rotated, then again it is fed with a generator, electricity is produced. So this is how thermal power plant works. Then a complete diagram is here. See here, this is the complete diagram. Here boiler is here. Okay, here water is boiled using different fossil fuels. Turbine is rotated, then electricity is generated here. Okay, then again this is recycling process, cooling process. So this map shows the nuclear and the thermal power plants in India. You have to examine it very carefully when you are free, because from this chapter mainly these map items will be asked in the CBSE exam. Next we have non-conventional sources of energy. Okay, see here, when we use conventional sources of energy, the traditional sources of energy like coal, petroleum, natural gas, it increases the pollution level. Okay, see here, increasing use of fossil fuels also cause serious environmental problem. That means different types of pollutions are occurred in the environment due to burning of fossil fuels, and hence there is a pressing need to use renewable energy sources like solar energy, wind, tide, biomass, and energy from waste material. And these are called non-conventional energy sources. Okay. Now, can you tell me some points of difference between conventional and non-conventional sources of energy? Can you tell me? Can you tell me important points? Okay, telling the differences between conventional and non-conventional. Most of the conventional sources of energy are non-renewable, cannot be back, whereas most of the conventional sources of energy are non-renewable, cannot be back, whereas most of the non-conventional sources of energy are renewable. Second point, these conventional sources of energy, most of the conventional sources of energy cause environmental pollution, whereas non-conventional ones eco-friendly. Okay, so in this way try to find out the differences between conventional and non-conventional sources of energy. Now let us take up this one. This will be the last topic. Nuclear and or atomic energy. Nuclear or atomic energy. Okay, see, it is obtained by altering. This nuclear energy is obtained by altering the structure of atoms. When such an alteration is made, energy is released. Okay, when such an alteration of atomic structure is made, much energy is released in the form of heat. This is called fission. Okay, and this is used to generate electric power. Okay, see here, let us see one diagram. See here, actually the working principle of this nuclear power plant is almost the same with the thermal power plant, except this section. So here in this, the left section, so we have this nuclear reactor. Okay, and here in the nuclear reactor, see these uranium or thorium rods, okay, are put in the nuclear reactor, and because of the fission reaction, heat is released, and that heat is used to boil the water here, and again steam is released here, and it is released here with a great force and pressure. Then turbine is rotated, then it is connected with the generator, and electricity is produced. So here, except the left side, except this reactor section, nuclear reactor section, the others remain the same with those of the thermal power plants. Okay, in case of thermal power plants, this heating, boiling is done by burning coal, petroleum, and natural gas. In case of nuclear power plant, heating or boiling of the water or liquid is done by this nuclear reactor, okay, which uses uranium thorium rods. And about the distribution of these atomic or nuclear minerals, uranium and thorium, which are available in Jharkhand and Aravalli ranges of Rajasthan, are used for generating atomic or nuclear power plants. Uranium is occurred in Jharkhand, and thorium is occurred in Aravalli ranges of Rajasthan. So these are the two important atomic minerals in India, uranium and thorium. And the monazite sands of Kerala is also rich in thorium. Okay, in the beach of Kerala, there find a sand known as monazite, and in the monazite sand, this thorium is found, thorium is obtained. Okay, so this is about nuclear or atomic energy. Do you have any question regarding these nuclear power plants or thermal power plants or hydroelectric power plants or about petroleum or natural gas? Yes, nobody is responding.
No, sir.
Okay, then let us stop here for today. So please send your names in the WhatsApp group for attendance. Thank you very much for joining my class.
Thank you,